Hello crafty friends, this is the Paper Chef here. Today I'm going to show you how to cut out stamped images using this stamp set called Glamper Greetings. And as you can see, there's lots of sentiments and lots of images in the set. Now they look like they're very small by looking at the cover of this. But actually when you open up the case, you get 2 sheets of stamps. So they're actually pretty big. And let me put a piece of Whisper White there so you can see how large they are. Okay, now ahead of time I've stamped the mat. Okay, I've already stamped them in basic black archival ink, and I'm just going to go ahead and show you that I have different themes. I'm going to do some Thanksgiving, some Halloween, and I'm even going to do some Christmas, but I don't want to move my tripod. You can see the Christmas ones. And I'm also going to cut out some trees if that will work. There might be a little bit of a broken line there. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do when you start your scan and cut, Brother Scan and Cut, is choose. Okay, I'm going to choose scan because I'm scanning my stamped images. I don't want to save them. I'm going to select direct cut. I'm already in black and white recognition mode, which is good. I'm going to go ahead and load the mat. And I'm going to hit this start button. And while it's scanning, I just want to tell you, because I'm using Whisper White cardstock, I'm taking out my blade, I'm going to use a blade depth of 5. Because that works well with my Whisper White cardstock. The regular Whisper White, not the thick cardstock. If I was using Stampin' Up's thicker cardstock, I would use a blade depth of 6. But you have to get to know your machine to know which blade depth to use. But that's a recommended. I'm going to say okay. If this is the scanning, the results, it looks pretty good. It looks like it did a great job. In fact, I'm very excited about this because all of my campers were selected. 3 of the 4 trees in there, a few of my snowmen. It didn't get my little flamingo, but I did smear that when I was putting the mat on, and it got all my little bats. So I'm very happy with these results. I'm just going to zoom in so you can see what I mean. It did a great job of selecting them. And that's pretty much because this is one of those images which are great for using the Brother Scan and Cut, because you have solid lines around your images, so you know you're pretty much going to get good results. I'm going to go ahead and put an outline around this, and I'm going to just choose the first one, just 0.04. It puts a slight white outline around the image, which I like. It looks a little more professional. Now I'm just going to, because I don't need to cut those extra little bits that got selected on the outside, I'm just going to go ahead and zoom in. I mean, my selection area, I'm only going to select the area where the campers are. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say preview. And I'm going to say okay, I like it. I don't see any bits I need to delete. I like it. I'm going to say okay. And then I'm going to hit the start button. Oh, I'm sorry. It's asking, do I want to draw or cut? We're just going to cut. You could actually draw as well, those lines, if you put a pen instead of a blade. But I'm actually selecting cut. Hello, crafty friends. This is part 2. You may be asking what you missed, and my battery went dead on my camera, so you just missed me saying okay, and that was pretty much it. When I hit the start button, and I just started cutting. Okay. So I hit the cut option, I hit the start button. Then it said it was going to take 4 minutes. So then I stopped the camera and realized my battery had gone dead. Okay, I'm just going to finish the video now by saying it's finished cutting. I'm going to say okay. And I'm going to unload the mat. I'm going to go ahead and push the scan and cut out of the way so you can get a good view of this. Okay, I think it did a great job cutting out the little RV campers. I'm very excited. I'm actually making a card for my friend who's moving, and she lives in an RV, and so this is going to be a sentimental card for me because I'm going to really miss her. Okay, so what I've done is I've peeled away the Whisper White, and if you are daring, you can still fuzzy cut the ones that didn't cut out, but I think I'm just going to use the ones that cut out. Because with the Brother Scan and Cut, it's like I save so much time. And then all you do to get them off the mat, they pretty much fall off because the mats aren't very sticky, but the trick is to just bend the mat. Okay, and then the images come right off the mat. Okay, and then lastly, I wanted to tell you that I did some preparation before this video. So this is two-step stamping. So I actually cut out, I stamped the camper, and I did that with basic black. Okay, archival ink. It stains your stamps, but I get great results. And then what I did is I took the second step in the stamping, the little textures, and I used Sahara sand. Okay, so that's what I wanted to just show you, that I've already done that part. And then I cut out the campers. And I have some Christmas themes going on and some Thanksgiving themes, Halloween themes. Okay, I have these little trees. So now I'm thinking of different ideas of what to use for designer series papers. So please check my blog at thepaperedchef.com, because I'm going to be making cards out of these, and then you can see how I did that on the Papered Chef. So please visit my blog for the finished products of these stamped images. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and get more Brother Scan and Cut tutorials. Okay. Hello crafty friends. I'm back with part 3 because I kind of went on a little binge card making spree with the things I cut from the Brother Scan and Cut. So I'm on part 3 of the video, and I think doing a video is a lot easier than typing out all the specific instructions, but I will try to get to doing that as well, because I know that people appreciate it when I give you the exact measurements. So in the part 1 we talked about scanning the mat in and recognizing the image. Then in part 2 I showed you how to get these off the mat. So we cut out a lot of the little campers from Glamper Greetings. And then what I did is I took all these little pieces, and I haven't even used these ones yet, and I went ahead and made 5 cards. And then this is a card that's in progress right here. This is lemon lime twist paper and picket pattern. So I will show you each card in detail, starting with my Halloween cards. Now I used this retired Halloween night paper. I thought that was pretty awesome because of the haunted houses next to the camper. Okay, so that was the first one. Now I thought I was using old olive paper, but later I was like, oh, I think that's garden green. Okay, but that's okay. I did the little bats. I think they're cute. And I colored all these with the watercolor pencils by Stampin' Up, and that's why I colored all the campers I'm going to show you. Okay, so that's the first Halloween card. The sentiment, wishing you a happy haunted Halloween, is from this Glamper Greetings set. Okay, the second Halloween card I made, I actually found the old olive. You can see the difference. This is actually old olive. It coordinates a little better with the pumpkin pie. Okay, pumpkin pie cardstock and Spooky Night Designer Series paper in the background. All these we just cut out from the Brother Scan and Cut. And then I colored this camper with the watercolor pencils. I used the triple banner punch to punch out the little corners of the banners. And it's very simple, just dimensionals. And there's another video on how I cut these pumpkins out from the Spooky Night Designer Series paper. I also cut all those pumpkins out with the Brother Scan and Cut. And I did a tutorial on how to cut out those from Designer Series paper. Okay, then I did another autumn theme, sort of like a give thanks, can use it for Thanksgiving, thankful for you. Okay, and I used the Painted Autumn Designer Series paper, and I used the Painted Harvest stamp set. And I hope to write down all the different colors that I used here, but I love the little pie in the window. Okay, so I could have done some more with some burlap down here. I still can. I just haven't, like I said, I went on a binge and made all these tonight. Then I decorated one of these for Christmas, and I love the little snowman. That is just so cute from the set. And what I did is I used old olive, but then it was after I colored this with real red and old olive and the watercolor pencils that I decided to use the Be Merry Designer Series paper. And when I did that, then of course, I should have, in retrospect, used garden green because that's the color. But that's okay because, I think it still looks good because I colored my camper first. And then I used some coordinating ribbons. I used another stamp set. It's called Merry Mistletoe for this one. Metal enamel shapes for that. And then I told you I was starting out this project doing one for my friend, and I didn't really have a goodbye sentiment in here, but I thought home is where you park it would be really good for my friend who's leaving. And I just added some bling with some glitter enamel dots. Since it's winter, I added a little, or coming up with winter, I added this cute little tree. And for this one, I used the Birthday Memories Designer Series paper, lemon lime twist cardstock. I inked around the edges of Home is Where You Park It on dimensionals. And I think I'm going to put in the inside of this, "Not all who wander are lost," this quote. And about, keeping in touch in the card. So I'm going to be finishing that card tonight. And like I said, I just made these 5 since I used, and it was all possible with the Brother Scan and Cut because I had all these shapes. And I'm ready to just keep going tonight with this Pick a Pattern Designer Series paper, which looks really good, and all of these other campers that I cut out. So thank you for watching, and please be sure to check out my blog, thepaperchef.com, where I will put these instructions specifically and measurements. Thank you.